messy job.
He's done better.
You know who did it?
I know who I think did it.
Finished in here, Sarge. There's not much for you, though. He was wearing gloves.
Yeah, thanks. So it was the noise of the window breaking that woke you, was it?
Well, I think so.
What time was that, Mr. Adams?
4. I looked at the clock. Then I heard movement downstairs.
Why didn't you call the police?
Believe me, I wish I had. But I wasn't sure. I thought it was the cat. Stupid, really stupid.
So you went to investigate?
I came downstairs, marched in here, switched on the light, and there he was.
Just standing there?
With a tool bag and a baseball bat in his hands. I don't know what happened next. Well, he hit me with the bat. He pushed past and went out the front door.
Oh, it doesn't seem to have taken much.
Just the clock and a few CDs, I think.
But you remember what he looked like?
Oh, yes, believe me. I got a good look. That's one face I'll never forget.
469 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we've got a call from St Hugh's, Polly. They've got a boy, Tassin Mehmet, and his mother, wanting to report an alleged assault. Can you deal?
On way, Sarge.
Soll jag måste komma ner till? Pappa soll jag hem.
Vad kuppos det dör? Och den är jättebillig.
Hello, Mrs. Mehmet. I'm WPC Page from Sun Hill, and you must be Tessin. Can you tell me what happened?
I don't want to talk about it, Mum.
No more Tassin. Every morning is different excuse. Tummy ache, feeling sick. Doctor says nothing wrong with him. But there is. He's frightened. Frightened go to school.
Have you spoken to the school?
First week he was there, he come home, cold all torn. But they think maybe it's accident.
And you're sure it wasn't?
It's big problem. Not just with Tassin. Other new boys too.
Do you know who's responsible?
Söyle kendine. Söyle kendine ne oldu?
I don't want to tell her.
I have to work. And this morning I make him go to school. And see what happens? You have to tell her, Tassin.
Mum, nothing happened. I fell over, that's all.
And your watch? Where is it?
I lost it, okay? Can we go home now?
They have to put your arm in plaster. The watch is present from father. Engraved on back.
I'll get it back.
Was there anyone else with you this morning?
No, I was on my own. I just want to forget it.
Burshidale. It's okay.
Tassin, you've been robbed and assaulted and you're in pain. I know you want to forget all about it now. But would it be all right if I asked someone from CID to call round later, in case Tassin changes his mind? He won't say what happened or who did it, but his mum seems to think it's been going on since the beginning of term.
OK, I'll go down to the school, have a word with the head. See if I can find out what's been going on.
Oh, I hate talking to teachers. Always makes you feel like you're in the wrong and not doing your homework or something.
Hi.
Donna, that aggravated burglary at Gatley Crescent. The MO and description fit Lewis Barden like a glove. And Adams, the loser, is ready and willing to identify his assailant.
Good. I'll pull out the files on the other jobs where Barden's a suspect.
Yeah, please. It'll be interesting to see if our Lewis remembers Mr. Adams as well as Mr. Adams remembers him.
All right, Josh. Got any money?
Leave me alone!
You tell it for me. Do you hear?
The bell went 5 minutes ago.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Miss Wardale, the headmistress.
Yes, I'm Miss Wardale. How can I help you?
D.S. Morgan, Sun Hill. It's about the incident this morning. Young Turkish lad, Tassin Mehmet.
Most unfortunate. Not exactly a good introduction to the school.
Well, he's not been here long then.
No, he's one of the new intake. He started at the beginning of term.
I'd like to talk to some of his friends, see if they can tell me what's been going on.
We have a policy of not allowing the police on the premises during school hours.
But surely in the
I'm sorry,
circumstances...
Sergeant, but like the police, we try to deal with these things internally. Now, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave. I have a lot to do.
You can't do this. You haven't got a warrant.
Yes, we can, Lewis. Now you've been arrested. You of all people should know that. Now, you've got some CDs here, but, no CD player.
Yeah, they were going cheap down the market. I thought I might be getting one soon, you know.
But you didn't have time to nick it last night.
Those CDs are not nicked.
Mm-hmm. Upstairs. Yeah. So, last night.
Yeah? What about last night?
Where were you? And please don't say you were at home in bed with your wife.
Well, where else would I be? I'm sure Maureen would be glad to tell you.
No, don't bother. Your Maureen would swear the world was flat if you had time to brief her first.
This is my boy Darren's room. Well, I'm hardly likely to have hidden things in here now, am I?
You'd hide things in your granny's knickers if you thought I wouldn't look there.
That's an offensive...
Sarge.
Nice watch.
Yeah. It was a present to my boy.
What's that mean, then?
Sir, could I have a word about Albert in a second?
What about it? Look, show me these again when they're finished, will you, Jeff? I'll hang on to this.
A boy from there had his arm broken this morning.
Not by accident, I tell you.
Assault, and not for the first time either, according to his mother.
Look, the school has got a bad reputation, Joe, but the new head is cracking down on it.
It's not the impression she gave me this morning.
You've not been there.
Any reason why not?
Look, we've only just got them to restart talks with us as part of the kids' PSE studies. That school hasn't allowed us over the threshold for years. I don't want you charging in there, upsetting everything.
You've got nothing on me.
I'm showing Mr. Barden a gold-plated Accurist watch engraved on the back with the words Tassin Babandan, which translates as to Tassin from your dad, and found at Mr. Barden's house earlier today.
Where did you buy the watch?
I don't remember.
But you didn't know what this engraving meant, did you? Seems a strange thing to do. Buy your son a watch and then have something you don't understand engraved on the back.
Yeah. It was done already. Bloke didn't collect it. They got it cheap, you know.
Your son must have been over the moon, getting someone else's reject watch. Do you know where Gatley Crescent is?
It's not a crime to know your way around, is it?
No. But it is a crime to break into someone's house and hit them over the head with a baseball bat.
It weren't me.
He got a good look at you, Lewis. Described you perfectly.
He's made a mistake, then.
We'll see about that. In an ID parade.
It's difficult to organise a parade at short notice, sir. I need something positive to link Barden to the burglary before I have to let him go. You'll need more than just an unsubstantiated identification anyway. Well, I got the watch, we got some CDs, and Barden will crack if Adams identifies him. I'll arrange a parade for 2 days' time, so it's the best I can do. Well, that's 2 free days for Barden to intimidate a witness.
Jack? Can you tell me why Joe Morgan went barging into Overton School without even letting me know there was a problem?
A boy was assaulted. That's a CID problem.
Look, she was not in pursuit of a suspect. And I don't appreciate all my hard work being ruined because your officers go charging in without even bothering to call me.
Sign here.
I'm free to go now, am I?
You're being released pending further inquiries, Mr. Barden. You must return for an identity parade on Wednesday at 2:30 p.m.
Yeah, it'll be my pleasure.
Come, please. Is watching the television in the back? Tassin, there is a lady who wants to talk with you.
Well, look, just be very careful with it. The trouble, Master, just you learn.
Mum!
It is rude to watch when people come.
I don't want to talk to her.
Tassin, if your father was here now, you would not...
But he isn't here, is he?
Has your father been away long?
Yes. He has to see to the family business in Cyprus.
When's he coming back?
I don't know.
Must be hard coping with that in a new school as well. My name's Joe Morgan. I'm a detective sergeant. I'd like to help you, Tassin, but I can only do that if you can tell me exactly what happened this morning.
And if I tell you, the boy who did this will hurt me even more.
Well, I can't promise you that won't happen. But one thing I do know. I can't do anything to stop him if you don't tell me who it is.
It's not just a case of bullying. It's assault, theft, possible robbery.
I agree, Chief Inspector.
Derek, please.
All right, Derek. But I can't talk now. I have staff to see before they go home.
The victims have to be persuaded to name names. Your pupils need to know that the school and the police are tackling these bullies together.
I can't sanction the interviewing of my pupils at school. Look, I've already called an emergency meeting of the school governors this evening to discuss the whole question of excluding problem pupils. I'll mention this as well. Hello, Mr. Barden.
Hi.
Nice evening for football.
Yeah, great.
Look, if it would help, I'd be happy to talk to the governors myself. Try and persuade them that our attitudes have really changed.
I'll ask the chairman. Don't hold your breath.
Tea?
Oh, no, thank you.
If Tassin says nothing, what can you do?
Well, very little, I'm afraid. If Tassin changes his mind, you come down to Sun Hill and ask to see me, OK?
Tassin, this boy who hurt you will hurt others. You have to say it was he. İsmini söyle kendisine.
Yok!
Hadi söyle!
It was Darren Barden, but I'm not saying anything else.
I'm sorry.
That's OK. What about Tassin's friends? Maybe one of those might know what happened.
There is Josh Evans. You might find him where they skateboard, under the ring road.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Tassin, if you want to talk about it, Tassin, you come and see me, OK? Is Josh Evans here?
Who's asking?
Detective Sergeant Morgan, Sun Hill. It's about Tassin Mehmet.
Is he all right?
Yeah, apart from a broken arm, he's fine. Were you with Tassin this morning when he got beaten up? He told us it was Darren Barden. Did you see?
Well, if Tassin's already said, I suppose it's all right. You see, we got taxed.
Taxed?
Everybody has to pay taxes.
What, the whole school?
No, just the first years. I offered to pay, but Darren saw the watch and took that instead.
What can you tell me about this lad, Darren Barden?
He's a fourth year. Tassin should have let him have the watch in the first place. No use getting done over for it. Darren took my Walkman last week and Danny's Game Boy.
I saw you at the school earlier talking to an older boy. He seemed a bit rough. Was that Darren?
Yeah, he told me to make sure Tassin kept his mouth shut. Will Darren know I've talked to you?
Well, I can't promise you won't find out, but I won't advertise the fact. With a statement from you, I could have enough to pick him up for questioning. Do you know where he hangs out after school?
Yeah, football practice at the school.
Is he keen on football?
Yeah, he's rubbish. He's only in the team because his dad helps run it.
Adam's just rung to say he's no longer quite so sure about the description of his assailant. He doesn't want to go through with the identity parade.
I wondered when that was going to happen.
Gov?
Lewis Barden, putting the frighteners on Adams. Right, well, you better go and have another word with our reluctant witness.
So, Mr. Adams, decided to change your story?
Oh, no, it's not like that.
What is it like then?
Well, it's just that, you know, when my head cleared, I realised that I hadn't really got that good a look at the bloke.
That's not what you told us this morning.
No, I was probably still suffering from concussion then.
Don't mess me about, Mr. Adams. He's been in touch with you, hasn't he?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. And with your help, we might just be able to put him away.
But what if you don't? If I agree to identify him, I'll end up in intensive care. I'm sorry, I'd like to help. But I can't.
Could you tell DS Greig I've found some more details on Lewis Barden? Doesn't make pleasant reading.
Barden?
Pulled in earlier for an aggravated burglary where the victim gave a rock-solid description.
Where does he live?
26 Asham Street.
Same address as Darren Barden.
Well, Lewis is Darren's dad.
Well, is he still here?
No, sore point. On your desk, Sarge.
Cheers.
Alistair, I've been dealing with a theft and assault case. A young Turkish lad got picked on when he arrived at school this morning.
Yeah?
He only had his watch taken off him by a lad called Darren Barden.
I searched the Barnes place this afternoon. We found a watch with what turned out to be an inscription in Turkish on the back.
Is this it, Sarge?
Terrific. This case is falling apart at the seams. The one hooky item we find in the house, and it wasn't Lewis who nicked it.
Well, at least it helps their case.
Right, well, Darren's at football practice. I'm off to the school now to pick him up. Don't suppose anybody's free in case Lewis turns nasty.
Lewis? What's Lewis doing at the school?
Helps out with the football team.
I'll come with you. There's things I want to say to Lewis Barden.
Looks like football practice is breaking up now, Sarge.
That's my lad. Loving father, eh?
Marking his card for stashing iffy gear at the house. Speaking of which, I wonder where our Lewis stashes his gear.
Fancy asking the head for permission to look?
Don't you think he'd let us?
It's a she. And I don't think she would, no.
Forgive me for sounding suspicious, but I've had police in and out of my office all day.
We take assault and robbery seriously.
Does Derek Conway know you're here?
Does he need to?
Well, that depends on why you are here.
This assault on the Turkish lad.
Yes.
We've been given the name of the culprit, Darren Barden. We've reason to believe that the store next to your swimming pool is used by Darren to hide stolen items.
No, it's kept locked.
Yeah, well, Darren helps out, apparently. I'm sure it's possible.
We do need this evidence, Miss Wardale. And it would help us if we had it before we interviewed Darren.
I don't like the idea.
Why?
Because it could be misinterpreted.
But it could lead to a conviction, which would help solve your problem with the bullying.
Well, you'll have to wait till everyone's left. Caretaker's got a key.
Oh, Sarge, Barden and Son are off the premises.
Oh, great. I'll go and pick up Darren at his home now.
Joe, take back up, won't you? Remember what Lewis is like?
Yeah.
I've just had the headmistress of Elverton on the phone asking me to explain why her school is crawling with policemen. Now, why wasn't I kept informed, Jack?
I only heard myself a few minutes ago. Now, Joe's down there to pick up Darren Barden. He's the young thug who assaulted the Turkish boy.
She is not supposed to do that on school premises.
I'm quite confident that Joe will wait until the boy's on his way home.
I wish I was. What about Alistair?
Darren's father is Lewis Barden. Now, he's suspected of a string of aggravated burglaries.
I hope you're not going to use the son to get at the father.
Well, Alistair has reasonable grounds to believe that Lewis Barden may be hiding stolen gear in the school.
Well, that's not what he told Miss Wardale.
I'm sure Alistair won't tread on any toes.
He won't be treading on any eggshells either, Jack. I better get down there again, see what I can salvage out of this wreckage.
Yeah, there's still blood on it. Let's see if there's anything else in here.
Don't be stupid! You're resisting arrest adding to the list, Darren.
Oh, so you're not coming with us then, Mr. Barton?
No, I think I've seen enough of that place today.
Then perhaps you'll start doing something about not having to go back.
Just you make sure he keeps his mouth shut, Maury.
Nothing else, Sarge.
OK, now all we need to do is connect the bag to Barden.
Yeah, forensic can find fingerprints on it.
Wait, get back inside. Oh, Lewis. We've come to get your bag.
Oh!
You all right?
Yeah.
Come here, Lewis! Lewis, come here! Lewis Barden, I'm arresting you for aggravated burglary and resisting arrest. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. You understand? Yeah. Come on. Sir.
Miss Wardale,
Excuse me, Mr. Conway, but I have the sudden feeling that I've been used.
Not by me. I didn't know about D.S. Greig's investigation into Lewis Barden, and I certainly had no idea the school would be involved. But it is a very serious case. Though you've no need to worry, I'm just as angry as you are.
Oh, I doubt it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'm sure Detective Sergeant Morgan won't be too long, Mrs. Mehmet.
Şimdi bu defa kapanacak Tahsin. Problem finished now.
I'll be blamed for going to the police.
Bu kötü olana lazımdır tutsunlar before he hurt others. Now he will be expelled from school. The people will say thank you to you.
You're dead!
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you, Derek. That's 2 good arrests.
I was making headway there.
Well, she's a very attractive woman, I'm told.
Alistair Greig has made me look a complete fool.
Well, I think we made the head and the governors look foolish. Offering a safe house to an active criminal. Your Miss Wardell ought to be more careful who she lets in the school.
And from now on, that's going to include us.
Oh, they'll let us in, all right. As soon as one of the cleaners has a handbag nicked, or one of the little toe rags headbutts a science master.
Is this your watch, Tazin?
Yes.
Good. Now, we found that at Darren's house this afternoon. We also have a statement from Josh Evans telling us exactly what happened. Now, it's important that you give us a statement too. Do you understand?
Have you arrested Darren?
Yeah.
Josh says he'll be thrown out of school.
Well, that's up to Miss Wardell and the school governors.
But what about after school? Who will stop him then?
Well, he knows now he hasn't got away with it. I doubt he'll try it on again.
And his mother and father, now that they've seen what has been happening, they will stop him.
Will they?
If your father was here now.
But he isn't. He's never here when he's needed.
So how long have you been taxing the first years? So what's the system? Do they pay you weekly or just when you're short of cash?
How much longer are we going to be? He's not going to talk.
We know what you were doing. We've got witness statements. Was this the first time a kid refused to pay? D.S. Morgan re-enters room. Was this the first time you used force?
Oh, I don't think so. And we won't have any difficulty proving it either. The kids are going to leap at the chance of naming you now that you're out the picture. We found Tazin's watch in your bedroom. We know it's his because of the engraving. He's identified it.
He gave it to me.
He says you took it.
He's lying.
You beat him up.
No, I didn't.
He's got a broken arm. And we've got a witness who saw you break it.
So, why don't you just give me a caution and let me go home? I'm bored of all this.
You're bored? How do you think I feel? Between you and your father, we may as well move down here and have done with it.
Lewis Barden, aggravated burglary and resisting arrest, Sarge.
That's it.
You dropped me right in it.
I didn't mean to, honestly.
You'll be telling him next that if he wants to follow in the family tradition, he better learn his trade a bit better. As far as I'm concerned, you can lock them both up and throw away the key. I'm going home.